Now, everyone's talking about ChatGPT right now, and everybody knows that you can save yourself a ton of time if you want to do all kinds of things. But how can you do this to improve your English? What if you want to improve your pronunciation and the words that you're using in your specific context? Let me show you how you can do that in just a few minutes. So let's say, for example, you're leading a global financial services consulting company who helps high net worth individuals save money on taxes with overseas investment opportunities. Now, it's very likely that in your conversations with people, you already know some of the words that might be difficult for you to use and pronounce. Let's say the word worth or world. These are probably challenging ones here. Now, in this context, you're probably using a lot of these words on a quite regular basis, and these might be challenging for you. Now, what you can do here is put in that list and ask ChatGPT here to put them together for you. Okay, I've skipped ahead to the part where the text is all written for you. Now, using all of these terms here, we've created a short text that specifically targets these words. And what's fun about this is that there's a lot of other words that you might find challenging as well. Now, high net worth involves the word wealth, management, strategies, and these might be terms that you're using on a regular basis. So, how do you use them to sound natural, be more fluent, and then use them in context? Here's how you do it. The first thing that you want to do here is read these texts out. Of course, you could read a book or any kind of literature on that topic, but this is great because it isolates those terms and gives them to you how you need them. Now, to pronounce them correctly, you're going to need a few things. First, you need to know what these words sound like. And you're going to need a lot of feedback to know what you sound like and what exactly you're doing in order to make it sound more natural, more correct, and of course, easy to understand. Now, one thing you can do if you already have some idea about phonetics and how to move your mouth is you can use a site like twophonetics.com, transcribing the actual text into the phonetic alphabet. Now, this tool will also give you the option to play this out so that you can hear what these words sound like, and then underneath it'll show you exactly how to move your mouth in order to pronounce them correctly. Now, of course, it can be quite challenging to pronounce these words, know how to make the right sounds, and your mouth probably isn't adapted yet to sound like a native English speaker. So you can actually save yourself a lot of time doing this, but I'd recommend working with a professional coach or trainer who can tell you exactly what to focus on, how to do it, and save yourself years in the process to make sure you're doing it right the first time. Unfortunately, I've seen a lot of people, even people living in English-speaking countries, make mistakes over and over and over again to end up still sounding like they just arrived in the US, even though they've lived there for 15, 20, 30 years. No, living in an English-speaking country does not mean that you're going to master the pronunciation and become fluent. And no, you don't actually need to live in an English-speaking country to acquire the same level of skill or even more. All you need is the right tools, the right strategy, and the right support to make sure you're doing it right the first time. If you want to save time and get the same results or better, just send me a message and I'll be happy to help.